Hello and welcome to JCraft. This is a series that'll help you learn Minecraft. Each episode will have tips and tricks on how to play the game, and just in general how to get better, and a couple maybe inspirational ideas. We'll start off with something simple like building your first house, and then we'll move on to something more complicated like killing the Ender Dragon or redstone machines. So let's get started. Alright, first thing first, you load into the world. Now what do? My recommendation is to look around, see what's around you, and what I personally like to do is look for a flat spot to work with. Because my first goal here is going to be to build a house so we can sleep through the night. I'm seeing some water over to the left there, and some sand. And we've got a little bit of an open field here. Let's see what's up here. A little bit of a flat clearing here. Might be nice. And we've got a little bit of a plains biome over here. A little too wavy for me. So I think we're going to go with this spot right here. Now, first things first, you need some tools. So what I usually recommend you do is go over to your nearest tree, hold left click while aiming at one of the log blocks and cut it down. Now what I usually recommend is cut down one or two, get yourself a good supply of wood, and then we'll move on to making some tools. Doesn't matter which type of tree you pick. I prefer oak over birch, so that's why I'm cutting down the oak tree here, but it really doesn't matter. So when it comes to making tools, any wood will do. So now that we've got about 10 blocks here. No, we're lucky we got 11. All right, now that we got 11, what you're going to do is you're going to press E to go into your inventory, and this is your crafting menu right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these logs here, we're going to put them in there, and we're going to craft some planks. And you can left click to pick them up and just place them in your inventory. And a nice shortcut is if you hold shift and left click the planks, it'll just do them all. You have to be careful though, because that can mess you over sometimes if you put in more than you're willing to craft. So now that we've got these planks, one of the main recipes you'll use here is you take 4 planks and you'll make yourself a crafting table. Now with this crafting table, we will take it and we will throw it down here, or really anywhere. And when you right click on the crafting table, it'll give you a bigger crafting interface. And this is important because most things you'll want to make, you'll have to craft them in the crafting table. The 2x2 square is just not enough to craft most things. There's a couple things, but most things, or a lot of things, are in this bigger 3x3 crafting table. If you want as well, if you click this book here, here are all of your crafting recipes that you know, and the more things you craft, the more things you'll learn, and then you can go back to them and you can actually left click them and it'll automatically do things for you. So it's actually pretty easy to figure out some of the things because they've already got them here for you. And as you discover more, you'll find more. So now what we're going to do here, we're going to take all that. And first tool I like to make is a pickaxe. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some sticks for the handle. And we're going to put 2 sticks right there. And we're going to put 3 planks right there. And we've got a wooden pickaxe. Now the reason I say you should start with a wooden pickaxe is I like to skip the phase of having all wood tools. I just start with a wooden pickaxe and then I move on to stone tools. That way you collect things faster, the tool lasts longer, and you get more done in your first day because we only have so much sunlight before the night comes out. And when the night comes, that's when your monsters come, and if you don't know how to fight them, it's best to stay indoors. Some people will just dig a hole in the ground, some people will go into a cave. I myself like to build a house. That way I have a little bit of a starting base to work with. What we're going to do is mine down, basically punch the dirt, and we're going to mine down to some stone. It's usually around 4 to 5 blocks down, depending on where you are. And there we go. So we've got some dirt here, and now we're at the stone. So what we're going to do is go to the stone and start collecting it. Got an achievement. And what we're going to do is collect. I like to collect about 30 or so stone. That way you just have enough for all the tools that you want to make. Then we'll make ourselves a stone axe, a stone pickaxe, a stone shovel, a stone sword. That way we can defend ourselves if anything does come up. And then we as well can collect all the resources we need to make this starter house. So what you want to do is just collect all that cobblestone. And you'll see it collecting in your toolbar there. So we have about 30. So we're going to go back up to the surface here. And just want to collect those saplings, because what we'll do is we'll save the planet and we'll slap a couple of those down on the ground. And we're just right-clicking those to place. Anytime you place a block, it's a right-click. And hopefully those will grow into some nice trees for us to cut down in the future. All right, so we're going to make a couple more sticks, because we'll need a couple more handles for our tools here. And what we'll do is we'll make another pickaxe, stone pickaxe right there. We'll make an axe right there. We'll make a shovel right there. And we will also make a hoe just for future gardening use. And the last thing is we will make a sword just to protect ourselves. We shouldn't need to use it, but just in case, it's good to have one on hand. Now, one thing I'm going to do is actually make a couple more shovels, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice and simple house, a nice dirt house. Nothing wrong with making a dirt house. Keeps you safe, and it can always be upgraded later. And that's a nice thing about Minecraft. You can build whatever you want, and you can always change it if you don't like it. And so one thing that we're going to do here is we're going to build in this nice flat land, because it just makes things easier to... Visually, it'll look a little bit nicer if it's on a nice flat piece of land, in my opinion. And the thing we're also going to do, just for extra time saving, is what I want to do for this house is build a moat around it. And that way it'll keep us extra safe, because the monsters will fall into the moat, and it'll keep most of them away from us during the night. And so we'll catch up when I'm done digging this trench here and we start building the house. Alright, so it's getting dark. We've got our moat built. See in the distance there, we've got a bunch of zombies. We've got a spider off in the distance. I'm not seeing any skeletons or creepers. But, so we seem to be good. And so we're just going to finish by putting a roof on here to keep us safe. Now, we'll just leave a little window there to keep some light coming in. So now what we're going to do, now that we've got a house that is protecting us, what we're going to do is we're going to make a furnace. And so a furnace is a circle of cobblestone like that. And we'll just place it down right there. And so what I like to do is, until we find some coal to power this furnace, we're going to use wood. And what we'll do is we'll cook these birch logs, and what we'll get out of it is some charcoal. And with that charcoal, we will more efficiently power this furnace. Wood doesn't burn for very long. Usually I think cooks about 1 or so items, whereas a charcoal, each one will cook about 8 items. And the other benefit to it as well is what we'll do is we will make some torches with that. So that's charcoal and sticks, or coal and sticks, but right now all we have is charcoal. And so we'll make some torches. With those torches, what we will do is we'll place them down to light up the house, keep it nice and cozy inside. Put some lights on the outside of the house just to keep. There's a creeper for you right there. Right now he's minding his own business. And we'll place some torches just to keep the area safe. Monsters can't spawn in anything above 0 light level, which I'll show you later on. But so that's why it's good to keep some torches on the building. Keep it lit up. Keep the area safe. And just a reminder, to get into the oven or the furnace, you just right click it. And same as with a crafting table, you just left click to pick up and left click to place in your inventory. So now we have some torches, which is good. And now we have a house to keep us safe. And one last thing we will do here is we will build a door. Your doors come in 3, like that. And what we'll do is we'll just place it on the block right here so that we can go in and out without any problem and also keep us safe from any of the monsters. The only other thing you might want to do is collect some more cobblestone to make a couple extra furnaces. I have enough for 2 here, which is, a nice amount. And what we'll do is throw some of the charcoal in there. So when it comes time to cooking stuff, we have 2 ovens ready to go. So there it is, your first basic house. It'll keep you safe for the night. Nothing too fancy, just enough to keep the monsters out and keep yourself cozy. All right, this has been Jaycraft. I hope this video has been helpful for you. We went through how to build your first house and how to keep yourself safe. Next episode, we'll go through how to farm crops and how to farm animals. Hopefully get some food so that we can get our health bar back up, get our food bar back up, and just get us one step closer to going on our first adventure. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and you have yourself a wonderful day.